All right. Okay. Cool. Now we've started all the other streams and everything else that's going on. I hope everyone from the other side is starting to join in as well. Today's going to be a bit of an interesting stream because I'm going to be going through some of the data and the aspects of confidence that I've been looking at, and I'm trying to make heads or tails about what is going on at this present moment, because it doesn't make certain things doesn't make sense. Everything is pointing towards this market going higher, but higher to I think, in my opinion, to a line in the sand. And I'm going to give you an exact number to the line in the sand, the exact number. And I'm going to show that to you, why I think that exact number is the number that we're, I think, at least going to. Sorry, I'm having these. A friend of mine came back from Italy. And oh man. Hold on a second. Stop that. That's working. Okay, that's working as well. That's working. All right. Now, let me just put this up. I'm going to show you a few things of what I think is going on at this present moment. All right, put this down. Will this include all? Yeah, I mean, it's the, so, you know, the rising tides, rise all ships scenario. All right, let me get this going on. Even the tube as well. Yeah, we're back to one day on the tube, one day on the tickety top. That's how I'm doing it. Now, let's start with what's happening, right? On today's events, we've had that job creation and unemployment numbers. From what we see from these numbers as we look at and what we're trying to ascertain, and I'll show them here quite clearly. Why is this not working? Hello? Well, that was weird. How am I supposed to... Are you joking right now? Why can't I do that? Okay, 1 second. I hate Safari with a passion. I need to change this to... Okay, here we go. All right. On the one hand, right? On the one hand, we're sitting in a scenario right now where we've gotten these numbers, right? Somewhat mixed. Job creation numbers and non-farm data came out today, right? Job creation is on a complete path downwards. There is a downtrend in job creation at this present moment. By the way, if I can get to 10,000 likes, it would really help, because it helps the algorithm. The algorithm is being weird, so I'm going to need your help as much as possible at this present moment. So job creation is now on a downtrend. It's clear as day, right? Last Friday of the month, it was 56,000 that was confirmed job creation, and now it's at 50,000 while it was expected to be 66,000. This is a downtrend. It means that job creation is on a downward path. They're not creating enough jobs, right? Good numbers since August, but downtrend since, their companies are not creating jobs at this present moment. Whether that is AI causing it, whether that is a whole bunch of other things, there's something that is going on at this present moment that the companies are not creating new jobs. That is terrible, right? And this is the thing that I want everyone to understand, that the Fed and the country needs people and need companies to make jobs. They need to create jobs because there are people that are desperately looking for jobs. But what is very strange at this present moment, is that unemployment also seems to be on the downtrend. So we have a falling of jobs, but also less people collecting unemployment. Now, this could mean one of a few things, right? One, people don't want to apply for unemployment because, you know, unemployment has a stigma attached to it. People don't want to apply for it. Don't want to be seen as the person that is in that scenario, right? Two, it could mean that people are in transition jobs, right? They're in a transitory type of job environment where it's those short-term jobs. That means that they're not creating new jobs, but the jobs that are short-term are being filled by these transitory workers. So that means that they can't claim unemployment, but they're working to get what could be a somewhat of a subsistence wage. Those are a few scenarios that I think that is happening right now. But what is clear is that unemployment is a problem. I mean, employment, job creation, and unemployment, all those things are a problem, right? Even though the unemployment is going down, it is an issue. That means that, in my humble opinion, even though FedWatch is saying, if you look at what FedWatch says, right? It's saying that there is last time I checked, it was a 90... Where was this? A 90. Let's open FedWatch. Where's FedWatch? Yeah. Let's see if we can get FedWatch. All right. There is last time it was a 96% chance that they're not going to cut. Where is it now? 95% chance. There's a 95% chance that they're not going to cut. Even though FedWatch is saying that there's a 95% chance that they're not going to cut, I would be shocked if they don't. Your camera quality is fire. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's just, thank you. I would be shocked, absolutely shocked, if they don't cut, because I don't see a reason why they wouldn't. Why would they not cut right now? Why? Why would they not cut? Inflation is coming down. There seems to be a job creation problem, which is something that loosening monetary controls would help. All these things would help the market. Why would they not cut? So why is the FedWatch pointing towards a 95% chance they won't cut? Because if they don't cut, that's going to be a problem, right? That's a problem. That's a real problem if they don't cut. I would say that would be real top signals if they don't cut. There's no reason for them to not cut right now. Like, starting a cutting cycle and then doing a wait and see is and has always been the key fundamental factor of the real crash happening. Now, if you look at other things, right? Today we also had this understanding that there was going to be a ruling on these tariffs, right? And at this present moment, right now, that and one more thing, I think, are the only things that I could think of that could potentially cause somewhat of a risk of environment, right? One is this tariff thing, right? If the Supreme Court comes back and says tariffs are seen to be illegal, I would say short term, it would be very bearish for the market, because it would mean that they're going to have to repay American companies, by the way, not foreign, American companies. I'm sure that they're not, advertising that too much, but they're going to be paying back American companies for the tariffs that they put in, which will mean that the US debt will have to go up, and all of the other issues and factors that is caused uncertainty in the market, and this fear of investing in the USA will come back again, which is very bearish. Medium term to somewhat long term, it could be partially beneficial, because it would have a better effect on somewhat of inflationary factors, right? These things are all important things to bear in mind. The thing that I think right now that has a more of a bearing on the market, that I think will have more of an issue with what's going on at this present market and this situation right now, is Iran. I think Iran... Hello, Alan. Hello, everyone. I would appreciate if you guys could repost this as well and get the likes going up. TikTok is being very, very weird to these past few weeks. Past week especially, right? The bigger problem is Iran at the moment. And it comes down to oil. Iran produces and is still one, if not the largest producer of oil on a daily basis than any other country in the world. They do about 5 million barrels, right? A conflict, an interruption to that. That's why, the other day I was going to do a video about it, but TikTok was making me, was testing me, right? The reason why we saw a pump in oil prices, this sort of jump in oil prices out of nowhere, they was like, where did this come from, right? Was because of Iran. And the fact that they've done a full-blown internet ban in that country gives me, and if I'm right about this, right, this is what worries me, and that's why I'm saying that the market is weird right now. I would not be surprised if by Sunday America doesn't have some sort of involvement in Iran. That's my worry. So if you suddenly, all of a sudden, see oil prices start to spike, right? I would be... Sorry. My friend came back from Italy and bought me these... Let me show you these. These little... I don't know what you call them, but like... I don't know what they are, but like little meat thing. And they're the most amazing tasting things I've ever had in my life. All right? All scripted theater to get us to the... and yeah, New World Order. If that's something like that, I would not be surprised if this weekend or very soon, and I'm saying very, very soon, because what's also interesting is that I think it's this weekend. One second, let me just make sure. One sec. When is this? When is he meeting this? I'm trying to remember the day that when he's meeting them. Oh yeah, here we go. Today. Oh my lord, is it today? Meeting set to begin at 2:30 p.m. EST. Yeah, today. Trump is going to be meeting all the U.S. Oil producers about Venezuela, right? Now, there is some crazy geopolitical something happening, right? But it's incredible. These things are like out of this world. I specifically asked him to bring it when he comes back from Italy. He comes from a little town and they make it there. It's wild. Some sort of geopolitical thing is going on right now where if Iran's oil production gets interrupted, right, I would not be surprised if oil starts spiking towards like $40, $50, $60 per barrel, right? And I don't know what's going on at the moment, but I would not be surprised. And this is full out of the world conspiracy theory. And if it comes out to be true, this is going to be one of the most unbelievable mind connection things I've ever done in my life. I would not be surprised if Donald Trump meeting these oil producers for Venezuela is not going to ask them, what price of oil would make you go into Venezuela and put investment down? What would it make you do to go in there, right? Because I've looked into this oil thing quite a bit, right? Real deep. Do you want to hear about this, by the way, or should I go on to the graphs? What do you guys, do you want to hear about what I've looked into, what I've got and all that kind of stuff? So I can give you the deep dive I've gone into this situation, right? So this is this, right? I had a very interesting conversation with a buddy of mine who he's in oil in. Can I say what country is it? I'm gonna say Ukraine. We know a family who's very, very deep with oil in Ukraine, and they deal with America a lot, right? And he told me the whole story of what's happening right now, and it's like a James Bond movie right now, right? It's full blown James Bond movie that's going on. So the oil industry in America is a very unique thing, right? There's the big oil and then there's small oil, right? And the big oil ones that basically control everything. And they have to have a balance of price that makes them profitable. So they cannot overproduce, right? Because it would be shooting themselves in the foot. They would not be profitable. Now, because of what happened in Venezuela, it's gonna get, trust me, it gets really like, this is proper CIA stuff, right? Because of the issues in Venezuela, in the past they wanted to go into Venezuela, but because of the instability and the difficulty and all the infrastructure being so messed up, they, rather than investing into something that is unstable, went and took all of that investment and put it into Canada, right? Because Canada has a very similar type of oil, that heavy oil that is produced in Venezuela. However, right, they've invested over like $500 billion, like $500 billion in Canada. So it makes you think, why would they then invest in Venezuela? Because they would be producing the same thing that they're producing in Chevron. I'm gonna get to Chevron as well. I asked about that, Cryptus. I asked about Chevron. You've got 1 second, right? So they would be like, so why would they produce in Venezuela if they already invested $500 billion in Canada? Why would they produce the same output then that they have in Canada and shoot themselves in the foot with and reducing the price in Venezuela? Getting there. It gets really crazy, right? And what's gone on so far is that because Donald Trump is having issues with Canada, he wants to be able to take away the strength of that oil that is not only like energy and oil coming into the USA and giving profit to the USA and also Canada. He wants to take that away from them and then put it into Venezuela, which basically gets rid of all of the issues there and refinances and brings all the investment into Venezuela, wherein which USA has control over, not Canada, right? It gets crazy. Now, the only way that they can do that in Venezuela is if the cost of oil increases. So the cost per barrel increases, so it makes it worth their while to put all that investment in there, right? And this is the thing, and this is pure alpha I'm giving you right now. From what I've heard from my friend, he said there is a number that if Donald Trump can achieve, or the market can achieve, the US companies will go into Venezuela and invest, redevelop the infrastructure, and start moving into producing the barrels of oil that they need to. Now, the only way that could happen, right? The only way that the price of oil can go up is if there is a revolution in a country that produces some of the largest amount of oil per day, and that is Iran. This is I got goosebumps when this guy told me, because I was like, damn. So what Donald Trump is trying to do is trying to choke Canada, gain the benefit of all those new oil producers to USA, and by doing that, causing civil unrest in Iran to then make the prices go up, so the oil companies will get a price that makes it viable for them to invest into to Venezuela, so they control all of the world's oil manufacture into such a way that they have full control. And that is the why we saw all of a sudden hike in oil. And strangely enough, and it all comes from this, right? All comes from this. Even that movement that USA did to get rid of the nuclear facilities was a part of this plan. All of this is part of this plan. It is wild now, right? And that is the only thing that I can bring it back to our industry, the crypto industry. And the only thing I can think of why this market is so sketchy is because something like that would cause a massive worldwide issue, right? But America would still gain from it. America would ultimately win out of that, whereas the rest of the world would not. And it also comes back to this saying, when Donald Trump says America first, he means America first, to the extent of where even his allies do not matter to him anymore. On the same note, right? This will also make it viable for him to go into Iceland and do all of the other things that are going on right now. This is the crazy web of situation that's going on right now. And that is why, if we look at the market, right? If you look at total market cap, right? There's no wonder he's been slating wild farm energy in Europe. Yeah, this is it. This is it, right? Everything this guy is doing, there is someone right now. Oh man, it's all going to kick off. Yeah, you can feel the dry tinder in the world right now, right? Oh, Iceland. I mean, Greenland. Sorry, Greenland. I apologize. Not Iceland. Sorry. You can feel the tinder box, how dry the tinder is getting as we're going on at this present moment. The tinder is dry, bruv, right? It's dry. And it is, the moment I heard that they cut off internet in Iran, I was like, all right, it's going to get really bad. Especially as Donald Trump said, if they do anything to the protesters, that he will be going involved. Perfect excuse to go in. So it will happen sooner than later as well. Yeah, and the midterms are coming, right? So he has a lot to do before the midterms. A lot, right? So he is going to ramp up a whole bunch of stuff to happen. Now, do you realize that 99 was in the USA just before the attack in Venezuela? Maybe, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. That topic I don't want to touch with a 1,000-yard thing because I don't know. I don't want to. I'm just more into James Bond CIA conspiracy theories about oil, right? That I can get on the back with. The other stuff I don't want to get into. Too much problems from either side. I have my own feelings there. He was 2 days. I don't know what you mean by that, Merriman, if you rephrase that. But yeah, that's where we are. So if we come back to our industry, right? To cryptocurrency and the total market cap that we're sitting right now. Right now, right? We should be rallying. Goldman Sachs just issued a huge 2026 crypto forecast as 200,000 Bitcoin. Of course they did, because they're all going into it, right? They will go in and then pump this market. And this is what I'm trying to say. We should be rallying right now, right? And also be careful when they press releases like that. It means that they're trying to find exit liquidity as well, right? We should be rallying like that right now. Because if we look at total market cap at this present moment, we have had a perfect breakout of the downtrend, right? This is a bull flag. This should be it should be rallying, right? Your thoughts on the reverse carry trade? And the reverse carry trade, I don't think is going to be an issue. It's slowly going to choke off liquidity, but the USA will print and quantitative ease and rate cuts, and then will bring in liquidity back into the USA market. So that's not going to be a problem. If they know about it's going to happen, it will not be an issue. The only time that you will know when the reverse carry trade is a problem is when the yen starts rising. If the yen starts to increase in value, get out of everything. Everything, right? Everything. That's what I would say. Who would be the main player in the oil then? That should take the largest piece of the pie. America. America is in the business of now taking over all power in the U.S. Look, America for the past few years have been very, very quiet, right? And this is the thing about America. No, what company? I want U.S. companies. All of the U.S. companies. What they're going to be a amalgamation of all of them. You'll see. It'll be something like the USA will be putting up a lot of the money, and they will be running it, and then there will be a price that they will be also sharing, and this and that. There's nothing like that, right? The market is nothing but pure ASS again. Yeah. There's a lot of messing around going on. Right now, we had a downtrend. We had this sort of bull flag aspect going on, right? Right. So we had a great break of trend, and now we're coming back to test that trend. Not only is it testing the trend, it is sitting right at a level of liquidity, right? Right at a level of liquidity that is tested multiple times and bounced out of. It's also grabbed the lower liquidity. It could potentially come down to maybe 3.3 trillion and then go from there, right? But this move should have started the recovery up. It should have. But there's something weird going on right now. And this is the thing. It just worries me. It just worries me this weekend. I have my spidey senses going on. Something is going to happen this weekend. And the reason why I say is because it happened last weekend as well, right? He brings these things into a weekend because he knows that he has enough of leeway to not cause issues in the market, right? And this is what was going on. I feel that one day we will wake up. I feel like we will wake up one day to just start to rip, and it's very close to. Yeah. Look, we should be running, but I will say this as well, right? All of this, everything of what I'm saying, this should run. Not only that, we had a 1 hour close above the prior range. That's huge. This candle here, right? This is why it's so much messing around going on. This candle here, this candle closed above the prior range. It's closed above it. That signals a further continuation. And then a massive sell-off happened after that. But this, to me, looks like steps. Remember the steps and ladder scenario that I showed many times before? You know, the steps and the elevator. And then you get and it goes the other way as well. You get the steps going up and the elevator down. You see it many times. Steps, elevator, steps, elevator, steps, elevator. And this looks like steps and the elevator up. This should, or escalator, I got elevator, whatever. Escalator and an elevator, whatever, right? Steps and the elevator, the steps and the lift. Sorry. I've had an interesting day today, right? This should go up. It should do. Everything about it is giving me the understanding that this thing should have a crazy candle. But we are verging onto the weekend, right? And it is like, I'm at this point right now where the TA points towards a higher move, right? Happy Friday, my friend. Thank you so much, Eli. You understand where I'm sitting right now. This is where we are. Thank you so much for all the gifts, by the way, Gus and Joey and Cryptus and everyone else. You guys are very, very kind. It's very, very amazing that you guys are doing all this, right? Now, this is the situation of where we are, and I think the market should go up, right? It should do. We've had multiple 15, 20 minutes, 30 minute, 15, 30 minute candle closes above everything else and all that kind of stuff. You got good news? I'm happy you got good news. If it's something you're going to show me, I've already seen one already. I don't need to see anyone more. And I don't think anyone could beat it, right? It's like that's all he wanted to do in life. But I'm happy for your good news, right? If you also look at Bitcoin, right? We're in this scenario right now, right? We've broken out of this trend. Let's go into a higher time frame so I can explain this to you, right? We've broken out of this range right now, but yeah, the volume looks straight. Everything is weird right now, and it's when I see weird things like this, it just gives me something is coming, and I don't know what it is. And I just, it feels like Iran to me. That's what I'm going to say, right? So we've broken out this thing, but we are on an uptrend, right? I mean, technically we broken that. You can adjust it. You know, this is whatever, right? We've technically broken this uptrend and we're going to retest this level, right? This indicates to me that we could potentially go down, right? We could potentially go down. It is a possibility that we could potentially go down because it's retesting this trend, right? But if we don't do it from here, but we do it from here, this is why it's so confusing right now. But we do it from here, that's multiple touches, that's class as a trend. But is this a trend where this is another bear flag? Are we in another bear flag right now? Are we in another bear flag? Are we in another bear flag right now? And we're retesting bottom of that bear flag. We're in this what is going on scenario, or are we in a bear flag where we grab the liquidity down here and then we come back in and retesting that line? There is no real clarity about what's going on. All I can say right now is that we've been producing higher highs and higher lows. That's I know for sure. I also know that if you look into the total market cap, we're in a scenario where we've passed this bull flag. We're coming back into range, tested this liquidity multiple times. That support there is wild, right? And this thing should go up. It should have gone up here, right? But this is smelly to me. This is pure highest grade, pure smell that I'm getting right now. That's what I'm going to say, right? That's the situation of where we are. This is where we are right now. Now, if we look at Bitcoin on a more of a larger time frame, unfortunately, we are still. Unfortunately, we are creating something that I don't like. There is a graph formation, right? There's a graph formation that is, there are a few graph formations that I have higher conviction on than less, right? Bro, serious question. Is there any altcoins better than Bitcoin? No. And Bitcoin isn't an altcoin. And it's this type of formation, right? When you get a level of support, right? And a trend coming down like that, like this, and the graph is going like this. This is a super strong type of graph that usually means a breakout like that, right? Let's get rid of all this. But what we're seeing here is the inverse of that. We're seeing an inverse of that, where the level of resistance is very strong, right? And we're getting the opposite side of this. And the opposite side is that, right? Where you get this movement. And what usually happens is a breakdown. Now this is what I mean. We're in this scenario right now where we have alternating understanding. Total is saying, this is worse than a bear flag. This, my friend, is worse than a bear flag, right? Bear flags sometimes don't actually hit. Well, these don't sometimes hit as well, right? This is where we are. However, so you understand how insane where we are right now is. We have closed higher than the previous high, right? We have closed a day candle above the prior range. Usually, but everything else isn't following normally lately. It's not. Right now, I don't know. Look, there was a situation where the past week things were following perfectly, right? And we were doing some amazing trades. Everything was going well. Everyone was making money. Now, what should be happening is not happening. This is the weird area that we're in. So if you look at this, we've produced a higher high. We produced a higher than the previous range on the daily. Super strong. We're still producing higher lows. But we desperately need Bitcoin to break above this 94,633 range. It has to. I got my side gig DoorDash job back after Shiniko said I stole a... I'm happy for you. I'm really, really happy for you. Worse than considering choose black or gray or white. Yeah, we are in a washing machine. Extra 30K just for investing. Oh, nice. Fantastic, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I'm really happy that people are doing well. It makes me happy, right? So we are in this weird scenario right now where we're trying to understand, like, for example, here, right? So you understand. In this scenario right now, right? In this scenario, if I remove this bit here, right? That in 9 times out of 10 is a long signal. You break through the area of resistance. You come back and test it. You break through and you get a massive buy order back into a higher level of liquidity. And instead of moving, it goes down. That candle there shouldn't be that. That, the move, what should have happened should be this. That's what should have happened, not that. And the thing is, should we be long or short Bitcoin? In this current environment, right? It is a 50-50 bet. I promise you. Because the market is doing very weird things right now. Super weird things right now. I mean, if I could, let me just look at the volume, just so you guys understand. Even volume is weird, right? As a gambler, I like those odds. Like it. That's like... I like it. I mean, okay, I'm not talking to full loads of like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a DJ. I traded today. I shouldn't have. I should have known better, right? I should have known better. 2 of the trades I did got stopped out, but whatever. It happens, right? That's the part of trading. Yeah, it's you have good days and you good months and you have bad months, whatever, right? You just keep continuing and learning. Now, all right? That shouldn't have happened. That should have gone up, but it didn't. And now we're sitting in this zone underneath this level of support liquidity that it shouldn't be there. It's weird. It's weird brev, right? It's proper weird brev. And if you look at USDT dominance, right? And if you look at USDT dominance, we're in a scenario right now, right? That this should be breaking down. This should be breaking down. I would say, if we look at, if we looked at this should do this. It should do, look, if you, oh God, I'll show you. Let me, nope, that's not what I want to do. Right? By the way, if you guys want to see this screen on a better thing, you can also look at the nobody has 100% win rate. The ones who say that is a lie. Yeah, it's a lie. All right? If you guys want to see, you could also go to the tube and you'll see the whole screen perfectly there, right? This right there, USDT dominant should do this. Look, it should do that. At least come back and test this zone again. At least. But What if he's creating a new fresh range? But it could be. It could be, but I don't think that's the case. I think like that candle there is odd. It shouldn't be there. That candle is not, it's not, that's a weird candle to be there. And we're going into the weekend. Calvin does 100%. Of course he does. But you know, you can't sell a booklet for $19.99 if you don't know 100% that you have a 100% win rate. Because, you know, that's it. You know, he does it. And I love Calvin, right? But I need to understand his marketing technique to get, he had 2,800 people in his live. I don't get it. I closed my trade on time today. Last 2 days I burned my bags. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Sorry to send you. 19.99. So we're in this weird scenario right now. Now, let me show you some other things, right? Do you like this level of information I'm giving, by the way? I'm dropping some beats or something. Now, Calvin's amazing. I love Calvin. He's incredible. Only one of a kind, right? Now, the level Calvin makes 200K while eating cereal in the morning. Yeah, what are you talking about? While eating cereal, while releasing cereal, everything he does is on that level. If you're gauging against AI, you're going to lose because nothing is normal. I love you and I love Calvin. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We need to ask the crypto guy. He knows. He knows everything. Everyone knows everything. Honestly, hilarious, right? So, there's a really interesting thing. I was going through some documents, right? If you guys have quick crypto quant, it's a great thing because you can map a lot of interesting things, right? I'm going to show you something. Arez does. He does a royal throne. I have a Japanese. Where's Crypto King? I don't know. He'll come back when coin goes to $260 or whatever he said it was. I think the line in the sand is 99,000. I think this bit here, and I'm going to draw it here today, right? And I'm going to make it into a funky color. I'm going to make it into a funky color. What funky color could I do? White? Yeah, no, that doesn't show anything. 1 second. Yellow, right? Calvin has a 200% win rate, short and long at the same time. 200%, yeah, of course. What are you talking about? Like, he wins so much, he gives back to the market makers. Pure manipulation. They keep pushing it down until all of their bodies are in. Yeah, I mean, I see a cup in hand. It is a cup. I'm going to show you. I'm getting that. Yeah. All right. Crypto King Quant goes to 1,123. It's almost like he just picked the first 4 numbers on the keyboard. Now, this 99,000, I think, is going to be the number that we get to, right? And it's because of this. New whales, the average price of entry of new whales, large wallets, right? You know, the ones that are supporting this market, their entry price was 99,000. And I am thinking, Trump's in the oil meeting right now. Oh, there you go. Right? Don't tell me that I don't give alpha like no one else, right? I'm telling you, no one knows. You'll hear about this stuff tomorrow. They'll be like, oh my God, Trump in the oil meeting. If you hear anyone else say what I said, right? If you hear the ghost watching my live, innit, brev? I got 99 problems and Bitcoin is one. No, I got Bitcoin problems and 99 other issues. All right. What was I going to say? So Calvin's that good. He closes his trades before he even opens them. No, Calvin. Oh my God. Calvin is Chuck Norris. Calvin is Chuck Norris. Calvin doesn't do trades. Trades do Calvin Hill. Oh my God. Imagine candles don't wick. Candles don't candles don't wick. Calvin Hill just burns them. All right. Candles close where he says they need to close, not the other way around. He is the market maker. Calvin Hill says up and everything. And market makers say yes, sir. Sorry. All right, cool. Whatever. Oh man, I want to start that. His channel will probably explode to 200,000 views in his lives. Honestly, I love it. It makes me happy. That guy. He invented crypto, not internet. He right. If you spell Calvin Hill, for some reason, it will always come out as TA. That's the way it works. That's the magical power he has. You try and write Calvin Hill, and it just comes out as with the T and A at the moment. He invented. If Claire last name was Huxtable, then who the man? Stop. All right, there we go. So. If whale entries, new whale entries are at 99,000, I am going to say love my brother. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Good. Hello, my man. How you doing? If new whale entries are sitting around the 99,000, I would be in a scenario where I would think that it's Nick. I know it's you, man. I would say this, right? I would say that the 99,000 is where the big sell-off happens. Mark my words. I think that this is what's going to happen. I think we're going to get to here, right? And some manufactured whatever is going to be done. And then we're going to go and test these lower levels here. That's what I'm predicting. Because if we have new whale wallets, right? I think the new Fat Cat utility should be named Calvin. Oh my God. It'll be 100% correct. That's a little hint of what it is. Urgent, the Crypto King has disappeared. He made me down in... Oh man, he hasn't. I mean, look, whatever. It's just the way it is. Unfortunately, if you're in those type of on his regards, if you're in his groups and he's trying to, you don't want to know who Crypto King is. If you're in his group and doing those kind of things and it doesn't pan out, it's a choice that you're in that situation. It's always a type of gain, right? So it is what it is. It's the way that it unfortunately works sometimes. I don't know what his trades or anything like that, so I don't know. So 100k-ish, then dump. I would 100k, 99. I think 100k, and they all clean their bags. I think they all clean their bags. 99 is my number. He has tigers and something tattoos, but you only see him with a dog. So right there. Joey, I feel like a conversation has happened and I wasn't involved. I feel like I wasn't involved in this conversation and I'm getting the tail end of what you just said. Because that made no sense. That, like, literally no sense. What does that mean? He has a tattoo and a dog and what? I think you know more than I do, man, or anyone else does. I think that's a you type of scenario. Now, I was explaining who he is. Oh, right. No. There's only one way to describe Crypto King. There is only one way. And the thing is, right, this is what I don't get. With Crypto King, there are like 500 people viewing his streams. 500. I don't get it. If there's an entry in 99, then when it goes to 70, it's going to moon because there's oh yeah. So the way to describe Crypto King, right, is it's only one way you can describe Crypto King. Only one. There's only one word to describe him. Actually, two words. It's two words. and that is bull flag. Bull flag is what Crypto King is, because that is his TA. He only talks about, ladies and gentlemen, bull flag. When it passed this level, we go up. Past this bull flag level, we go up. See this level, we go up. Right? That's all we have to say. That's all you know about him. And I have somehow have a lot of. I've had beef with him, and I didn't know I had beef with him because I got into his live. I didn't know who he was first when I went into his live, and he was trying to show me what bull flag was. And I said, "That's not bull flag. It doesn't work if it's not on multiple time frames." And he was like, "Go to the internet and look up what bull flag is." I was like, "I know what a bull flag is, man. That's not a bull flag." And he goes, "Well, you're wrong. It's gonna go up." And the next day, we tanked like we tanked like 15% on Bitcoin. All right, and I was like, "No, I'm not saying." And then he got angry at me and like blocked me from his lives for about 2 weeks. And he got angry at me and started like talking about me and stuff. I was like, "Bro, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to upset you. Why are you so? I didn't mean to upset you. I don't know who you were." And then I tried to recruit him for a project, and then it got even weirder. It got so weird. I'm still traumatized by it, man. So I'm gonna say I'm a bit traumatized by what I experienced from that dude. So yeah. Other than that, he's a great guy. He's other than that, bang up dude. God, that would be bad. Seriously, being alone with that guy in a room would freak me out. Oh, man. Crypto King called me Solana would go up to $500 within 1 month. Now he disappeared. Ah, man. Look, Carol, I apologize that you've faced something on that level. Look, a person that's a Crypto King, the Indian guy, yeah. A person that does those type of things and disappears. I mean, you'll see a lot of creators have disappeared, right? A lot. And the ones that stay are the ones that actually care about the industry, the community, and this and that. That's it. So that should be your yardstick of what's going on. I promise you, right? I promise you, if and when the market really comes back, and you'll see a lot of people start shouting about projects again, you just don't listen to any of them. You have your list now. The ones that are creating and actually giving you value, you stay with them. That's it. That's the thing. I'm here still giving you the alpha and all that kind of stuff and everything else, and what's going on, right? I do my research. I enjoy this thing, and look, and I'm like, I did a video recently, right? And I'm at this situation. I like Jam, and I say this to everyone else, right? You have some Telegram. Yeah. You can join in. It's all links in the bio and in my you'll see there, right? I like Jam. He has value, and he gives good information, this and the other. And everyone has their own understanding and knowledge of what they have. No one is 100% correct. No one is 100% wrong. It's just that people have to accept when they're wrong, and they have to accept when they're right. The only thing I don't like about not Jam himself is the community and the chat he has is a bit toxic. That's it. It's not a nice place to be. He doesn't really treat his community in the nicest possible way. Well, I don't know now. I haven't watched him in a while. The last time I was there, it was toxic as hell. It's the most toxic place I've ever experienced in my life. Other than that, he's a knowledgeable, good guy, and he knows what he's talking about. That's it. That's the only thing I would say about him. That's it. I don't tolerate toxicity in my community. I like it to be fun, and we're just trying to try and get somewhere. We do have bad days, we have good days, we all do these type of things. I'm in it with you guys. If I lose in this hand, but I'm in a fortunate place more than everyone else, that I don't need the income from this. I do this because I enjoy it, and it helps me in my community. It helps me with what my other businesses are. It makes me understand certain data and factors and this and the other. I get a lot of things from this. So my thing is different, and for you guys helping me out with following me, watching me, liking me, looking at my videos and doing all that kind of stuff, I'm in this scenario where I'm I feel like I have to repay you back by giving you as much knowledge that I have and what I can find out, the research that I can do, and give it to you guys. That's it. That's the transaction that I'm working on. Even with the pro group, the amount that goes from there, I only either put it back into Fat Cat, or I put it back into development, or I put it back and give it to some of the people that are in there that are helping with the project. I make zero from all of this stuff. Nothing. Honestly, I'm in the point right now where I kind of want to make the pro group free and refund the people that they've already paid for it, so everyone can join. Like, I'm at that point. I just like community and having with you guys. But anyway, that's my situation. That's my scenario. And I'm only giving my opinions and what I'm thinking and all that kind of stuff. That's what's important. That's it. And the thing is, I'm one of those only creators that everyone can have access to me. Everyone. I don't keep myself away. I'm not this sort of untouchable type of thing. I'm like one of you guys that has a bit more experience. That's it. That's the only thing I can say that I am. And I've made I've made a very healthy, good. What just happened there? Why have I moved? Really good, healthy, amazing things from this world, and I'm just giving back. That's it. So that's it. I don't earn anything from this, and that's why I'm able to do this for you guys. I give trades. I give educational stuff. I do scalping. It's a group like no other. There's gold trades in there. There's long-term trades. There's information. There's alpha. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. The whole thing. Yeah, you can console each other when the S hits the fan. The crypto space is seriously manipulating now. Best away from it. Oh no, I wouldn't say get away from it. I would say either short-term trade it and have fun and enjoy it and play with little bits of money and see where it goes, and it's a bit of fun and learning how to trade by being in it, right? And journaling and doing all that kind of stuff and everything else on those levels, right? Even though the market's manipulating it, it will mess you around. That's why you have to manage your risk and what's going on in that thing. I wish my uranium stock can jump like that. Oil is probably going to be jumping aggressively. I would not be surprised. All right. As well as if you look at other factors as well. Look, I mean, I bet you gold and silver's up as well. Yeah. Wow, silver's really up. Yeah. Yeah. I told you gold would go up, but silver's also up. Yeah. Yeah. I thought this silver would go back to 71, but it didn't. It went to 70, 73. Ah, that's annoying. Well, whatever. That could have been a good trade. But yeah, we'll see about silver. We'll still see about silver. Silver is a speculative bet rather than anything else. Gold, on the other hand, I think is going to do some stupid things. Just watch what it does when it passes this level. Just watch what it does. Just watch what it does when it passes that. It's gonna do that. It's gonna do that for sure. Think of a 5% move. So you understand what a 5%. Unfortunately, you can't lose without losing a bit. That's the way it is, right? I mean, unfortunately, is again. Just see what happens with a 5% move in gold. Is insane. It's insane. 1%, just so you understand, a 1% move is the entire cryptocurrency market cap. Entire. So a 5% move is 5 times the size of the cryptocurrency market cap going up. And I think it's going to happen. People are moving away from the dollar as the reserve currency. But that might change soon. Let's see what happens if Donald Trump has taken over and cornered the oil market. Let's see what happens. Anyway, that's that situation. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So that's what I think. I think that Bitcoin is going to top out at 100,000. That's my number. That's my number. I really think that's my number. It's going to top out at. And I would not be surprised that there could be the point where some big war or something like that happens. petrodollars back. I asked about the petrodollar. He started talking to me about it. I was like, look, I'm an intelligent guy. I'm an intelligent guy, but even I was like, all right, I'm starting to not care about what you're telling me right now. I just care about the conspiracy James Bond thing that you were alluding to. Tell me more about that. What indicators are there, if any, that the market will move up soon? It's not indicators. I don't really use indicators. The only indicators I use is daily OBs, right? That's it. It's the only one that I use, and moving averages. I use more about liquidity pockets and resistance levels and all that kind of stuff. That's all I really look at. And things like this, like that wick there where it came down to take it, and there's another wick there. See, look. You see it here, right there. Look, it came for this. Look at that. I'll move that here. Look, it came for that wick there, right there. See, that's what, and I'm gonna say the B word, but MMs do. They came all the way here, took out that wick, then they took out that wick. And there is a possibility chance that it could take out this wick here, 88. I would not be surprised if they doesn't come back and take out that as well at some point. But right now, the more pressing, and I'm going to look at the liquidity at this present moment, the more pressing wick is this one. That wick there is far, no, but it hasn't been. No, that's the wick there. This market should so go up. Maybe that way. Look, I'll show you the two areas that I would say are of worry. Is that one. Those are the two areas of worry for me, right? And yeah, there isn't a gap at 88,000 as well. That would make sense at 88,000. Yeah, it could come for that. Let me see the liquidity map right now. Let's look at liquidity, see what liquidity is up to. Let's see what the liquidity map is up to. Look, bull flag, it go up. Maybe I need to do my streams like that. Just make it very simple. Liquidity go up. Unfortunately, it's not going to be able to fit the screen on the tickety talk. Liquidity go up. Liquidity go down. I want some fresh info. I've already gave the alpha metrics of cheese making. All right, let's not go there. All right, let's look at the. I don't like that. Let's look at the 48 hours. What's going on in 48 hours? $89. There is a lot more liquidity higher up there. Let's look at the week. 89. Yeah, that wick at 89. Let's look at the 3-day. How much is that? It's not a lot though. It's only 90 million. Sorry, it's only 9 million, man. That's so stupid. Yeah, there's more up here. That wick at 89 is problematic. It might be coming for that wick. Just bull, man. Just bull already. We're starting to roll over on the monthly. Wick form down, then bring us up. Maybe we are getting 89 within the next 15 minutes. US is pushing down right now. I'll say this: if we usually when you close red on a Friday, you moon on a Sunday. Not a lot. Oh, and now let me show you something. Now let me show you something that's gonna make you so comfortable about whether this market is going to stay or not, and whether we're going up or not, right? Yeah, Iran would do 89. That would make it hit 89 for sure. Easily. A 2% move, easy. It could easily do that. Never trust a Sunday pump. That is what she said. That is what she said. All together now. Why'd you not trust? Why'd you not trust the Sunday pump? Oh no. Okay, fine. Okay. Oh yeah. What was I saying? Let me show you something. Listen. Pay attention in it, brev. Right. Where does it go? All right. Okay. Check this out. If you want any indication on why our industry ain't going anywhere, right? If you want any indication of why you think that our industry is not gonna go anywhere, it's this video. Can you guys see it? Oh no, it's too big on the thing over here. Yeah.
But nobody wants weak crypto rules more than the President of the United States. A majority of President Trump's wealth, as much as $7 billion,
great,
based in crypto, from issuing his own stable coin,
yep,
to issuing his own meme coin, to owning a Bitcoin mining company, and to controlling a huge portfolio of crypto investments.
Right. So if the I'm just gonna call him Monopoly Man now. If Monopoly Man,
but nobody wants.
If Monopoly Man has over $7 billion in this industry, I'm gonna say he might have a vested interest in this. He might have a vested interest in making this market succeed. I think is the best word to put it, right? Because this guy only 7 billion. I mean, if it was 8, I would be impressed. That's what she said. But it's only 7, you know. But knowing Trump, it's probably 3. You know what I'm saying? 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 It's true. Honestly, comedian there, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You've never seen 3 in your life. He's more of an 8 and 7 type guy. Yeah. He's probably there going, he knows, yeah. I don't wanna like, you know, make people embarrassed or anything like that and like make them feel bad. But that's where we are, right? That's the situation where we're sitting at this present moment. So we'll see. The market is weird right now. And after what I heard from the oil guy, I was in a, like, the web that they need to do in this geopolitical thing that's going on is wild. And Donald Trump is in the monopoly business right now. How do we get Trump to say Bitcoin? I don't know. Bring. You won't like it. He's talking now. Is he talking now? Wait, is he talking now? 1 second. Is the big man talking now? But I'm just worried when he talks. Is he? Whoa! Wait! Where is this man talking? And I'm not saying that's me. I don't want me. I want orange me. I mean, not orange me. Orange man. I want the orange man. The orange me? Okay. Trump live from Saturday Night Live. Right. What does he say? Oh my God.
We have got to the point where literally.
Okay. Well, look, I'm gonna have to. Unfortunately, I can't watch this on the Tickety Talk. Unfortunately, it won't allow me to. So I'm gonna have to. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have to keep this on and then go over to the Tickety Talk. I mean, to the Tubelicious. Two ways from Sunday. And if you want to check it out, I'm gonna have to mute this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have to close this live, man. I'm sorry. Should I close it? How should we do this? Should I close it and we watch it all together on the tube, or what do we do? And then we can come back here. What do you think? Earphones. It'll still play it through my stream. I can't do that, unfortunately. Beautiful talk. Tell you what happens later. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Use your headphones. What, do you want me to dictate it to you? Oh my God. You know what he said? He said, like, oh my God, trillions, billions, oil, Venezuela. He said Venezuela again. He said billions again. He said trillions. He said trillions this time. And he's asking questions. I want to listen to this so badly. Need us to hear. Okay. Protecting our border patrol and his questions. Oh my God, I need to listen to this. President, is that a conversation with these oil diggers? Did you provide any? Oh, I gotta make this in quiet. Do you provide? You guys can read. Did you? God, 1 second. Did you provide any? What's going on? Did you provide any future? Did you see terms future for Venezuela now led by Delcy Rodriguez as an ally? Oh my God, testing my country. Well, right now they seem an ally, and man, I'm sorry. I need to listen to this. It's Q&A. It's the most amazing part. How do I stop sound coming in from here? Anyway, I'm just gonna watch it. Watch me watch it. Okay. Companies would have security guarantees if they go in on the ground. They will have a new. Americans are going to be on the ground working. Companies, well, they're going to be Americans, going to use a lot of Americans, but they're going to be using a lot of people from Venezuela and other places. And I think that most of the Venezuela's workers, they have a lot of great workers, very high unemployment rate, and they grand. Do you think? Man, I can't. Can I play this? I don't want to get banned. TikTok's weird. Can you look at the ZBCN chart? I would look at that. I'm just looking at the orange man speak. Can I pause this? 1 second. Is there a way to pause my live? How do I? Can I? Oh, pause. All right. Love you. I'm going to pause it for a second. I'll be back. Can watch the live at the moment. Please put 3 times. Okay, cool. All right, on the Tickety Talk. Let's go.
Go ahead, please. Yes, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Do you have any comments in reaction to the recent attacks by the Syrian government alignment groups against US-backed Kurdish forces in Aleppo, Syria, which killed dozens of civilians and displacing many families? Does your administration bring peace between the Kurds and the Syrian government?
By the way, is it?
See peace? Yes, I do.
Is it off?
We get along with
on TikTok?
both, as you know very well. They have been natural enemies over the years, but we get along both, and we want to see Syria succeed. And so far, I think they are succeeding, but this is just breaking out, and we want to see that stopped. Go ahead, please.
You're meeting with the president of Colombia, Gustavo Petro, in a few weeks. Do you hope this meeting with Gustavo Petro marks a new chapter, a new beginning in the benefit of the
Yes, you
U.S. and
said what
Colombia
country?
relations?
What country?
Working on
Colombia with the
TikTok?
president of
No, it should be
Colombia.
paused. Oh, wait.
I had a very good
Ah,
talk
sorry.
with him yesterday.
That's funny.
And, he's been very hostile to us and to the nation and to me, called me a dictator and lots of other things. Called Biden some terrible names, far worse than he called me. But he called yesterday through people, and he wants to meet, and that's fine with me. I've made up with people also, you know. So we're going to have a meeting with him. We had a very good conversation. The people of Colombia are incredible people. Marco would know that better than anybody because he's married to a woman from Colombia.
Is he married to a woman from Colombia?
I'm not sure. I think I like Colombia, the country, better. If you want to know the truth,
Is she from Colombia?
The people, hold it. The people are great people.
Look at that smile on his face.
We're going to meet in the very near future.
Would you meet the interim president of Venezuela here in the White House? Would you greet her to discuss the fate of the oil?
Yeah, well, I'm going to meet a lot of people, and we're going to meet. You know, we meet a lot of people. When you end 8 wars, you get to know a lot of people, and I think it's very important. As an example, we have over $18 trillion. Think of that, $18 trillion coming into our country. A lot of that's coming in from foreign countries like Saudi Arabia and Qatar and UAE and others. And I get to meet a lot of people, but I will be meeting with various representatives of Venezuela, probably pretty soon. We haven't set that up. But the relationship that we have with the people that are currently running Venezuela is very good. We also have a young lady that received the Nobel Peace Prize. She's going to come in and pay her regards to our country, really, to me, but, you know, I'm a representative of the country, nothing else. And she's coming in sometime next week, I think Tuesday or Wednesday, and we'll see how that is. But, no, we're dealing with the people from Venezuela. We're dealing with them very well. I think they've been very smart in the way they've dealt with us, frankly, because that whole place could have been obliterated with one more strike, and we didn't want to do that.
From the angle, he looks like he's talking straight to you. Yeah, of course.
Question for you on Minneapolis, but on Venezuela and your meeting with Machado.
Hey,
next week,
Donald.
if she gives you her Nobel Peace Prize, will
What's
that
up?
change your view about her running that country?
Well, I have to speak to her. I mean, I'm going to have to speak to her. She might be involved in some aspect of it. I will have to speak to her. I think it's very nice that she wants to come in, and that's what I understand the reason is, because Norway is very embarrassed by what took place. I mean, they're getting decimated.
Yep.
Look,
Tuck the money and the
people
job.
like Trump or don't like
It's so
Trump.
true.
I settled 8 wars, big ones, some going on for 36 years, 32 years, 31 years, 28 years, 25 years. Some just getting ready to start.
Why does it
like
sound
India
so
and
off?
Pakistan, where already 8 jets were shot out of the air, and I got it done in rapid order without nuclear weapons. I can't think of anybody in history that should get the Nobel Prize more than me, and I don't want to be bragging, but nobody else.
He
said it
wants
was.
a
Obama got the
Nobel Peace Prize.
He had no idea why. He still has no idea. He walks around, he says, I got the Nobel Prize. Why did he get a Nobel Prize? He got it almost immediately upon attaining office, and he didn't do anything, and he was a bad president. So, I mean, you should get the Nobel Prize for every war you stopped. These were major wars. These were wars.
He only can. Oh my God! I've never met someone who's like this.
I mean, he said about 2 of the wars that he's been trying to stop them for 10 years. He wasn't able to do it. He couldn't believe it. So in theory, you should get the Nobel Prize for every war you stopped. Every one of them was major. But I don't care about that. What I care about is saving lives. I've saved tens of millions of lives. You know, the Prime Minister of Pakistan came here, and he made a very public statement. He said that President Trump saved minimum 10 million lives having to do with Pakistan and India, and that was going to be raging. So, you know, but I'm honored that she's coming here. I look forward to meeting her, yes.
I have to hide the. Hey, I'm back. I have to hide the screen because of what's going
I
on.
have a follow-up for you. The state officials there have said that the FBI is not sharing evidence with them. Typically, they would conduct a joint investigation, as you know. Do you believe that the FBI should be sharing evidence with state officials in Minnesota?
Well, normally I would, but they're crooked officials. I mean, Minneapolis and Minnesota, what a beautiful place, but it's being destroyed. It's got an incompetent governor, fool. I mean, he's a stupid person. And it looks
the
like
guy
the
is
number
hilarious.
could be $19 billion stolen from a lot of people, but largely people from Somalia. They buy their vote. They vote in a group. They buy their vote. They sell more Mercedes-Benzes in that area than almost. Can you imagine? You come over with no money, and then shortly thereafter, you're driving a Mercedes-Benz. The whole thing is ridiculous. So they're very corrupt people. It's a very corrupt state. I feel that I won Minnesota. I think I won it all 3 times. Nobody's won it for.
He has no
since
filter.
Nixon
It's
won it
unbelievable. I've
many,
never
many
met
years
someone like
ago.
this.
I won
Sorry,
it all
I can't
3
do this.
times, in my opinion.
Watch it
And
going.
it's
It's
a
fun.
corrupt
Whatever.
state,
It's
a
hilarious.
corrupt voting state, and the Republicans ought to get smart.
Man,
and
what happened to
demand
that
voter
lady
ID.
in the car
They ought to
and the
demand
way they're treating it is
maybe
unbelievable.
Same-day voting and all of the other things that you
He
have
just
to have
doesn't
for safe
care.
election. But I won Minnesota 3 times, and I didn't get credit for it. I did so well in that state every time. The people
He wants a
they were
Nobel Prize.
crying every time after.
100% wants a
That's
Nobel
crooked
Peace
state.
Prize. That's all he
California's a
cares
crooked
about.
State. Many crooked states. We have a very, very dishonest voting system. The last
Yeah, Joey
time
Mac,
I
it's messed up what
24,
happened.
The one
Like,
that just took place, I won because it was too big to rig. You couldn't
messed
rig
up.
it; it was too big. But I won the state of Minnesota. It's a corrupt voting system with an incompetent governor, a very incompetent governor.
hello, Nate. Oh yeah, we're just watching the Donald Trump's speech after
And by
meeting the
way,
oil
he's a
companies.
very corrupt governor too. Go ahead.
I have a question on Iran, but first, very quickly on Venezuela. How do you provide total security guarantees to these companies without putting U.S. boots on the ground?
Well, we're going to work with the Venezuelan leaders and people, and we're going to have a very safe group, and they're going to also bring over some.
Man, I don't
security
think.
with them. These are not babies. These are
Why
people that
did
drill
they
oil in
interfere
some
with
pretty
ICE
rough
in the
places.
first place?
I could say a
Just
couple
why?
of those
If you
places
block the
make
police in
Venezuela
the
look like
UK,
a
I think
picnic.
you'd be in trouble as
These
well.
are
Yeah,
very-
I know.
these
I know,
people
but
around
they
the
wouldn't.
table,
What happened
these are
there?
tough people.
Just let her
They go
leave.
into
Why are you
areas
shooting?
that You wouldn't want to go.
Let her
They
leave.
go into areas that if they invited
That's
me,
the
I'd
thing
say,
that I don't
no,
get.
Thanks. I'll see you back in Palm Beach. No, this is a tough group of people. They know how to do it. But we are, in addition to that, we'll have very good security for them.
That
We're
lady,
gonna
no, I
make sure
didn't
that
at
it's
all.
very,
That
very
lady
good
just. I'm
security.
sorry.
And I
That
think
is like
the people
massive
of
injustice.
Venezuela are going to give you very
Presidents
good
never lie.
security. You know,
No,
the people
Trump
that-
never
now I'm not
lies.
talking even
Let's not be
leadership.
ridiculous
The
here.
people of
Trump never
Venezuela
lies.
Are going wild over this. They named a street after President Trump. What do? You attack a country?
Use
and name a street? That's never happened
the
before.
arm in
Although I
that
heard
situation
that's
questionable for sure.
also
Yeah,
taking
100%
place
questionable.
in Iran. They
I had a
named
close
street.
encounter walking
The
with a dog
protesters,
with the cars and
I just
didn't.
hope, just God bless them. I just
Well
hope
done,
the
Joey.
protesters in Iran are going to be
Well
safe because
done.
it's a very dangerous place right now. And again,
It's
I tell
close.
the
I was close.
Iranian leaders, you better not start shooting because we'll start shooting too.
Who is this guy? Every time he speaks, I'm just like, who
With
is
your
this
glasses.
guy?
Sir, go ahead,
President,
please.
but on the-
Hold it.
Two
Next to
questions
you.
for you.
Yes,
First on
glasses. The gentleman with the glasses.
All right, thank you, Mr. President.
With those very big glasses, actually.
Yeah, Ferrari, actually.
Ferrari,
Mr.
actually.
President, I have 2 questions. What do you want the European Union to do
Union.
in Ukraine? The European leaders seem pretty divided on Ukraine. And then, if you can reiterate this straight message that you have to the Iranian leader.
I just noticed the little bird of himself he's wearing. Oh my god, I've just noticed that as well. He's a mob boss. That is a
Where are you
perfect way
from?
to describe him.
Oh, nice place.
Yeah.
He has a little. I want that badge.
So what are you asking about Iran for?
Well, if you can answer about
I'm gonna take a
Europe
screenshot
and
of
what
that.
do you think the Europeans should do on Ukraine, and then a message.
Well, look, Europe has been doing so much for Ukraine, but
Now LG.
it hasn't been enough. And obviously, that I would say that President
Is he launching a new
Putin is
meme
not
coin?
afraid of
watch
Europe.
watch
He's afraid
1,000
of the
Donald Trump
United
badge
States of
coins to get
America,
launched
led by
now.
me. There's no fear of
Badge.
Europe.
Donald Trump badge.
Europe's fallen behind, and Europe. And JD said it very strongly. I don't know. It's he took a lot of heat, but I didn't give him any heat. Europe is a different place. Europe is changing.
Did he get
Europe has
many
gotta
heat?
Get its act together. I love
He didn't get
Europe.
many
I
heat.
guess I came from Europe essentially. I have my roots are in Europe.
No,
Europe is a
your
different place.
roots
They
are
have to
in
get
in
act
Scotland.
together. Now they've started. They have a great NATO leader. and they've gone up to 5% from 2% GDP. That's a big step. But they have to be very careful with their immigration policy, and they have to be very, because, I will just say.
Have you noticed something? That the words on the paper are very big.
I'm being very nice. I'm being very diplomatic when
They're
I say
like
that they are not
this big.
recognizable. And they have to be careful on energy because they're putting windmills all over the
Yep,
place. and
look
losing a
for his
fortune. They're
badge.
destroying
Yeah,
their country.
I'm
They're
telling you, it's going to be
destroying
everywhere.
Beautiful landscapes. the
Donald
beautiful
Trump's
everything.
badge.
They're doing, and by the way, in case you people don't know, I'm not much of a windmill person. I can proudly say, Doug, that we have not approved one windmill since I've been in office, and we're going to keep it that way. My goal is to not let any windmill be built. They're losers. They lose money. They destroy your landscape. They kill your birds. They're all made in China. And all you have to do is, just about all of the windmills are made
Big words
in
because he's
China,
over
the
80. That is true. That's fair.
all you have to do is say to China, how many windmill areas do you have in China? So far, they're not able to find any. They use coal and they use oil and gas and some nuclear, not much, but they don't have windmills. They make them and sell them to suckers like Europe and suckers like the United States before. They are the worst form of energy, the most expensive form of energy, and in 8 years they're rotted out anyway. Go take a look at Palm Springs, California, and take a look at what that looks like. It looks like a junkyard of steel. So we don't approve.
You know,
and I
he's a
told my
mob
people,
boss.
We will not approve windmills. Maybe we get forced
He's a
to
mob
do
boss.
something because some stupid person
Big,
in the
beautiful
Biden administration
windmills
agreed
from
to do something
China.
years ago. We will not
China.
approve any windmills in this country.
Well done. I think if he said windmills more than 30 times in that
Is it
sentence.
ultimately more important to you to establish stability there or democracy there?
Well, you're talking about maybe the same thing. I mean, you're talking about stability or democracy. I don't know. To me, it's almost the same thing. We want stability, but we do want democracy. Ultimately, it'll be democracy. Peter?
I do have a policy question, President Trump, but I'm having a hard time seeing here. I see the American flag lapel pin. What is the other lapel pin?
Oh!
Somebody gave me this. You know what that is?
Oh! That's a meme coin.
Trump.
That's a meme coin.
Considering the fact that I'm never happy. I'm never satisfied.
That's a meme coin if I've
We'll
ever
never
seen
be
one.
satisfied until we make America great again.
All right, I'm launching it now. Everyone, guys, come on, let's go.
Happy Trump. Somebody gave it to me. I put it on.
I'm launching it now. I'm taking screenshot. Let's go, 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 go. Liquidity.
Policy question.
Market maker. Let's get. Anyone can make the art.
To get them on board with a possible U.S.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something
Calvin.
in Greenland, whether they like it or not.
Do you see ribbons anywhere? Is he wearing a ribbon? A ribbon tie. All right, Calvin, ribbon tie, badge. Let's go.
Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay? I would like to make a deal, the easy way. But if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. And by the way, I'm a fan of Denmark too. I have to tell you, and they've been very nice to me. I'm a big fan, but the fact
he's
that they had
going.
a boat land there 500 years ago doesn't mean that they own the land. I'm sure we had lots of boats go there also, but we need that because if you take a look outside of Greenland right now, there are
He's
Russian
definitely going for Greenland.
destroyers, there are Chinese destroyers and bigger. There are
It
Russian
was
submarines
renamed
all over the
Greenland
place.
Oil Land.
We're not going to have Russia
Yeah.
or China occupy Greenland, and that's what they're going to do if we don't. So we're going to be doing something with Greenland either the
No, it's going to be
nice
called
way
America
or
Land.
the more difficult.
It's not green. It's white. It's not white. It's not green. It's white.
Please,
What has white? Stars and stripes. Stars and
Why is it
stripes
so important
means
to
it's
you to
America.
own it
Simple.
when you have a military presence there, which you could expand to
Oh.
affect security.
Because when we own it, we defend it. You don't defend leases the same way. You have to own it. And, with a nation, look at what happened with Obama with that horrible deal they made with Iran. It was a short-term
Doesn't like green
deal.
energy. No, no.
It was like a
He likes-
9-year deal. Countries can't make 9-year deals or even 100-year deals. Countries have to have ownership. And you defend ownership, you don't defend leases. And we'll have to defend Greenland. If we don't do it, China or Russia will. It's not going to happen. We are not going to have, and I like China, I like Russia, I love the people of China, I love the people of Russia. I get along very well with President Putin, but I'm very disappointed in him. I get along very well with President Xi. I'm going to go over to China in April, but I don't want them as a neighbor in Greenland.
Yeah,
Not
so
gonna
whoever
happen.
invades first wins. That's how it
By
works.
the way,
Yeah.
and NATO's got
I
to
told you,
understand that.
monopoly.
I'm all for
The
NATO.
world
I
has
say
become
NATO.
monopoly
If it weren't
right
for
now.
Me, you wouldn't have a NATO right now.
That's it.
But we're not going to allow
He monopolied,
Russia or China to
Greenland.
occupy Greenland, and that's what's going to happen if we don't. Go ahead.
On the economic report that came out today, Mr. President, one, can you respond to that? And two,
It was an amazing report. The most amazing thing is government jobs are way down, and yet the unemployment or the employment numbers are very good. We've gotten rid of tremendous numbers of federal government jobs. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And yet the employment numbers are very good. They're really getting better. But now we have all those people
How
who
they-
work in the private sector for a lot more money.
How they
I
getting?
think that's one of the very big things. The other thing is
How they getting better?
5.4%. And remember,
Sorry?
this is after we had a shutdown. And that shutdown
Sorry,
had
I'm-
an impact because the concept of the shutdown,
1 second.
even though it's before, people knew we were
1
going to be
second.
shutting down. A lot of
It's
bad
getting
things
better?
happened. And by the way, on January 30th, you may have another shutdown. We'll see what happens.
Oh, no.
But, I think the numbers, Caitlin, were really amazing. Look,
What do you mean we get another shutdown?
5.4%?
Trump, stop talking, please. What's happening? Wait, what's happening? 1 second. What's happening to the charts?
And it's also November 5th. We had a great election.
Oh, no.
A great election. Our
Don't do
country
this to me,
was
bruh.
dead 1.5 years ago, and now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. And I hope you guys were impressed.
Okay, 1 second.
5.4%.
I want to check
And we
something.
haven't even really transitioned yet.
1
There's
second.
no reason it can't be much, much higher than that. Yeah.
Jump. What?
first off, can you respond to the manufacturing
Let's give
numbers?
CNN a chance. You know, they've been fighting so hard to get back into the mainstream.
Mr. President, you posted some numbers actually on Truth Social last night. People saying you posted the job data early.
it's
You're not
less.
supposed to obviously share it till the next
Am
morning.
I-
Did you do that on purpose?
No,
That's less,
I
right?
don't know. If they posted them, I said post them whenever you get a chance. I don't know. They
That-
gave me some numbers. When
That's
people give me
less,
things, I
right?
post them. But the numbers,
I mean,
numbers are amazing.
It-
Yeah, please.
It's 6,000 less. Less, right?
To distribute the money
I'm not
from
seeing.
Venezuela
You're seeing this as well. Am I losing my mind here?
So you say it's going to go into these controlled accounts.
Yeah.
Would it go
Less.
back to Venezuela in a
Yeah.
direct payment? Is it going through these goods? How do you plan to do that?
Well, we
And I
want to
have a
make
Yeah,
sure
let's.
that
All right, just making
Venezuela
sure.
can survive. You know, Venezuela needs money, and we're going to make sure that they get money, and we're going to get money, and the oil companies are going to make something for the work they do, and they're going to get back their money. We're
Money.
devising a formula, but it won't be so much of a formula. It's going to be what they need. We're going to take care of what they need. There'll be plenty left over. We're going to have a lot of money left over. And the money left over is going to the United
Less
States
the
of
square.
America, and the oil companies are going to be very happy. Yeah, please.
Thank you, Mr. My question is, would the administration offer a backstop to these oil companies for like financial guarantees, some sort of backstop?
Ooh, that's a great question.
That's a very interesting question. Using the word backstop, I haven't heard that word in a long time. That was at the Wharton School of Finance I last heard. That's a good term. We ought to use it more often. I hope I don't have to give a backstop. I'm just, look, these are very smart people, the smartest people. They're not
So
only in
after all
oil
this,
and business. These are the
I've
biggest companies in the
everyone who
world, sitting
votes
around
on
this table.
nominate myself.
They know the
basically.
risks. I mean, there are risks. We're gonna help them out.
Basically,
We're
that's
gonna
it.
Make it real easy. They're
You
gonna
don't
be
wanna
there
do
for a
it?
long
You don't wanna do it?
time. They're going to be there together for a long, long time.
Alvarez, there's no meme coin with the Trump ad.
Down. They're going to make a lot of money. They're going to get their money back. They're going to be safe. The people of Venezuela are going to be big beneficiaries, and the United States of America is going to be a big beneficiary for what we've done. And you know, one other thing I might say, it's also very big for national security because, again, just like Greenland, we can't have China or Russia occupy Greenland. We can't have China or Russia occupy Venezuela. And if we didn't do what we did, China or Russia would have been.
Don't start your day with a closed piece of plastic in your hand. Adding to the 4 billion plastic toothbrushes that get thrown away.
Let me ask you, they would have been there if we didn't do this. Do you agree with that?
They certainly have a lot of economic interests in country. There's absolutely no argument about that.
Seriously, doing it. Send the
I
country.
mean, you know, we had a Russia I guess sort of I call it a semi-Russian.
Nah, man.
ship
I have.
yesterday.
There's
They
only
took
one
over, and
meme coin. That's
Russia
Fat Cat. That's the only thing that I'll
decided
be.
not to defend that
Yeah, that's
ship
it.
against us. It's a big movement.
And believe me, that's going to be growing very, very soon. But don't
was
tell
loaded
anyone.
up with oil, and we took the oil, and it came out of that port. But Russia would be there, or China would be there, and we want them to be there for a different reason. We want them. Do you people agree? In particular, China, they need a lot
Plastic
of oil.
toothbrush is a
Russia
problem.
doesn't
Yeah,
need
it's true.
So much, but Russia was
It's
there
life-changing.
anyway. But I assume you agree that China would like to be doing a lot of business there by
Thank
buying
God for
oil,
President
and I
Trump.
want to just tell President Xi and President Putin, but more so in this case, President Xi, because they do need a lot of oil. And we are open for business in the United States, and we are open for business in Venezuela, right?
I'm telling you. I know exactly what they're doing.
Go ahead, sure.
Mr. President,
You know,
what is your
I could take questions from these people all day long. You know, they're sitting here, and generally they're very rich, very powerful, but nobody gives a damn about them. It's a sad thing. You have all that money, all that power, and look at all these crazy questions. We could do this all day long, and they wouldn't be satisfied.
I have a question on today's meeting, Mr. President.
We'll take a few more,
I have a
though.
question on today's meeting, Mr. President.
Let me ask you more importantly, do you have any questions from the biggest? Hold it.
No oil company wants Venezuela oil dirty and too expensive. It's true.
The biggest business.
It's very, very
people,
true.
the biggest
Unless the price
companies
of oil
anywhere
goes
on
up.
Earth. Do you have any questions for these people? No. Do you have a question for them?
Yes, but have
Go
you
ahead,
heard
go ahead,
from
ask
any of
them.
the companies in the room that they are committed to rebuilding the oil infrastructure in Venezuela? And for the executives in the room, what do you need from the administration in order to invest?
That's a question. That's a question.
That question?
Yeah,
Exxon, small company.
I'll refer you back to the statements I made before. There are a number of legal and commercial frameworks that would have to be established to even understand what kind
Can you show them,
returns
please?
we get on the investments. So I think all the investments and the opportunity sets, I think everyone sitting around this table would have the opportunity and the know-how and the capability to make the investments. The questions will ultimately be how durable are the protections from a financial standpoint? What do the returns look like? What are the commercial arrangements, the legal frameworks? All those things have to be put in place in order to make a decision to understand what your return would be over the next several decades that these $1 billion investments would be made on.
You know,
We won't follow any of those
because
rules.
We have, again, the biggest people on the planet Earth.
No. Fat Cat.
Biggest
Fat Cat is the only.
I'd like to just ask him to introduce himself. We'll start from this end and go around to here.
That's the only one that I'll be doing.
If you have anything to quickly say, we can do that. But you want to just start right over here? These two guys, we'll leave them out because they're with us. Please.
Thank you, President Trump. John Addison at VTOL. We're here to
Legal
ensure
framework
that
means
you are
U.S.
gonna be
troops.
able to
I agree
move
with
all
that.
of this oil all around the world at the best price possible so that the influence that you have over the Venezuelans will ensure that you get what you want.
Thank you. Thank you. Good point.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ryan Sheffield of Formentera. My grandfather, Hugh Sheffield, was president of ARCO, Venezuela.
Right.
Thank you for what you did.
Do you like what we're doing?
There's a lot of shale there, a lot of upside.
He would be very happy looking down. He'd be very proud of you right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Thank you.
Oh, the ass kissing is out of this world, man.
Rodriguez. I'm probably the only Venezuelan American sitting on around this table. I want to personally thank you for the courage of your actions over the last couple of weeks. I think I speak, and I speak of Venezuela in general in saying there's optimism. You've brought optimism to the table, and if the conditions are met,
People literally sell Bitcoin in fear of what this guy's going to say. It's so true.
That's true.
It's so true.
It's immense. This is a tremendous opportunity. Thank you.
Richard Holton from Traffic Bureau.
Brown noise
Working
pumped
with your
100%,
administration,
1,000. What are you
Mr.
talking
President,
about?
to bring that Venezuelan oil to the United States. Our first vessel should load in the next week.
Great. Good job. Thank you.
I think the reason that most of us are here and thinking about the future is because we trust you initially to set this program up that will work and guarantee that this can be done. And There's a
The
huge
way this guy is
investment that needs to be
speaking,
done. We've all agreed on
you
that.
know he's rich.
And certainly we need time to see that through. So thank you for what you've done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. President, I'm Lane Riggs, CEO of Valero Energy, and we're one of those companies that refineries in the U.S. are uniquely configured to run Venezuelan oil, and we're more than happy as this opportunity expands for us to further invest in our refineries to produce more of it.
And you're very much set up for the heavy oil, right?
Yes, sir.
That's great. That's great. We're ready for it.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for having us here. Thank you. And thank you for opening.
Why are they not showing these
to a
guys?
better Venezuela. We are a Spanish company, but we are fully committed to invest here in the States. We have invested over the last 15 years $21 billion in the American oil and gas industry, in Pennsylvania, in the Gulf of America, in Texas, and in Alaska, with the discovery
Valero
of
is horrible to work for, yeah, of course.
That is going to have the first oil this quarter, and is going to change.
Brown
It's going to
Points
reverse
Party
the
started, I
history
know.
of that great state of Alaska. We are in Venezuela, Mr. President, with our partners of Eni. We produce.
They always
gas
end with
that
ads kissing
guarantees
each
the
other.
stability of
You have to
half
kiss the
of
ring, man.
power.
You know, the ring.
So we are committed to this stability, and on top of that,
It's not gold. Well, it could be gold. Depends if it's bleached.
capabilities, and I take your point, Mr. President. We are ready to invest more in Venezuela. Today, we are producing 45,000 barrels a day gross of oil, and we are ready to multiply by 3 this figure in coming 2-3 years, investing hard in the country, following your recommendation, if you allow us, of course, and in the framework, commercial and legal framework that could allow this growth. So thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Great job you've done. Thank you.
Mr. President, thank you for having me. Matt Sheehy, I'm with Tallgrass Energy. We are an infrastructure business, so whether it's oil, gas, CO2, we move that around. So most of my customers are sitting around the table and happy to lend our expertise to what's going on in Venezuela to support the people.
Have you noticed
obviously infrastructure
none of them, and I mean none of them, have committed to anything?
Mr. President, thank you. An honor to be here. Marianne
There's no
Manning,
commitment
Marathon
at all.
Petroleum. We are
All of
one
these
the
are
largest
if
US
buts, maybes,
refiners
and
on
we'll
behalf
see.
of the
And
men
if
women
that
of
happens, then
Marathon
it could be
Petroleum
possible.
And of our industry, thank you and the administration for what you're doing for U.S. energy independence. We
None of
have
them.
the ability and the capability of our assets to process Venezuelan crude, and the people of Marathon Petroleum stand ready to do so.
Do we need more refineries in our country?
In the U.S., probably
Yes.
not. We have sufficient capacity.
It's amazing. A lot of it was approved during my first term. We were getting you approvals that nobody could have gotten in Louisiana and other places, and they got built. Before that, it was a disaster.
We have
the
sufficient
refineries now we do
capacity.
because of the
Do you know what that means? That means that they don't need
Darren Woods, ExxonMobil.
more oil. This is the problem. And they'll only do more oil if it's financially viable for them.
Jeff Hildebrand, founder and chairman of Hillcorp Energy, one of the largest private energy companies in America.
Who's bigger, you or her?
They won't commit until it's financially viable. All of this security and all that kind of stuff, that means nothing to them. They are big enough to have their own security. We're doing. They have the army and all that kind of stuff around them. They don't care. It's only money. Money is the only thing that they care about. That's it.
To stay out of our backyard is absolutely fantastic. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
And finally, Hillcorp is fully committed and ready to go to rebuilding the infrastructure in Venezuela.
You'll go there? You'll be going?
Yes.
Good. That's good. You'll be very happy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Jeff Miller, CEO of Halliburton Company. We are
Damn.
the largest American oilfield services company. We're the second largest in the world. Been in business over 100 years. Started operations in Venezuela in 1938.
One second. One second.
Long time in Venezuela.
I'm going to look at how much this guy earns.
There for 4 years and raised my kids there. So quite familiar with Venezuela, and just couldn't express gratitude more so for the opportunity to return to Venezuela under the stability that I know that this team and your team are
This
able
guy,
to
by the
deliver.
way,
So I
When
think
did you
it's-
leave?
that's talking.
When did you leave Venezuela?
As a company, we left under the sanctions.
The
in
guy that's
2019,
talking, by the
so
way,
we intended to stay, and then when
makes
the
a small
sanctions went into
salary
place,
of
we were
approximately $18.33 million a year.
interested in returning.
Small
And
change.
600 Venezuelans
Small
will
change,
Halliburton
guys.
Today, all around the world. Look forward to putting them back to work.
Great job. Great job. You'll be back.
A small amount of money.
Please.
Mr. President, I'm
With a
Alex
bonus of
Stanford.
$8 million.
My company,
Sorry?
Aspect Energy, is one of the leading American international wildcatters. We've
Let's see
found
who's the next guy.
significant fields in
Are
Central and
you a
South.
wildcatter?
I'm a wildcatter.
That's pretty cool, I'll tell you. I would have been a wildcatter too if I was in. And you've been successfully wildcatting.
We've found significant fields in Central and South America,
Hmm.
in the Middle East, and in Europe. We're a leading
That's
oil
great.
producer in Hungary. But probably the most pertinent example is what a wildcatter does.
You're talking
is
at the
take
West
on
Bromwich
risk
Iowa.
and
Thank
try
you so
to
much. I
reduce it, and
apologize.
other people come in and put more capital in later, so we're kind of kickstarters in the oil industry. We went into Kurdistan.
Well, you could go
very
to my
early on.
tube and
Back
watch it
people
there.
told us
You
it
can see
wasn't
everything there.
safe,
You
that
don't-
we shouldn't do it. We found a big field there, and it ultimately has got to be developed along with one of my colleagues here to be one of the big leading fields in Kurdistan. We think that Venezuela has a tremendous amount of opportunity. If you look at the reinvestment required, the investment required, people are talking about hundreds of billions of dollars. But if you put that in perspective, that's 1 million barrels a day for 15 years is $220 billion net cash flow. So what we really need to do is to be able to kickstart production and then reinvest and have the confidence to reinvest.
Yeah,
What
but
you're
net
doing
cash
is
flow
about
means
putting the
nothing if you're not
United
making
States
profit, brother.
in control of the cash flow coming out of the country. It gives companies like ours the confidence to say we can kickstart this production and then reinvest and reinvest. In Hungary, we've invested $1 billion in changing the trajectory of Hungarian oil production. We were only able to do that not because we could write $1 billion check, we're a smaller company, but because we
Don
reinvest
Pin.
all the cash flow back into new production.
Good.
Mark
Good
Nelson,
job.
Mark Nelson with Chevron. Again.
Chevron, right? Let's see how much Chevron earns.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm Claudio Scalzi, and ICO, Italy. We started working in Venezuela in 1980. We have a lot of oil, but now just the gas is flowing because it's not under sanction. And as my colleague from Repsol said, we cover more than about 50% of the
Chevron, the CEO of Chevron
electricity in
earns
the country. So
32.7
that is
million.
essential to avoid
alright.
any kind of problem, social problem. We
not bad.
own about 4 billion barrels of reserves, so a huge amount in the Orinoco Belt, in the central Venezuela. We have now in the country 500 people, most Venezuelan, and we are ready to invest. Clearly, we are ready to invest. We thank you
Pilot,
for what
yeah,
is the big
it's true,
efforts
landman.
and the efficiency of our
They don't get money,
your
government
action,
support,
and,
money,
we are
money.
here.
They can't
And,
do it.
we
Yeah,
are
100%.
here to work together.
The US is
with
going
the
to
US.
subsidize
We are
them
also a big investor
in one way or another.
in
Otherwise, they
US.
won't go in.
So,
I know that.
we thank you again, and we are there. And we are also ready to join with American companies in our assets to develop and go faster with good investors and good know-how from the U.S. company.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You've done a great job. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, Ross Perot, good to see you again. I'm chairman of Hillwood and HKN Energy. Been in the energy business 45 years, and we have been working with your team quite a bit. We have been in Kurdistan now for 19 years, along with Alex, and built a very good business. But now with your team, we're looking in Syria, we're now in Libya, and so we are very excited to look at Venezuela with you and your group, and look forward to continuing to build this great industry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. President, thank you for having us here today. Wael Salwan from Shell. Of course, we have a huge presence here in the U.S., in the Gulf, as well as in Pennsylvania with the petrochemical facility, which I think we had the opportunity to host you at, as well as being one of the largest LNG off-takers of American LNG. We have been in Venezuela for a very long time. We actually drilled in 1914 the first well that discovered oil in Venezuela, and on the back of which the entire energy industry was established.
Oh, the cameraman's woken up. I think he was asleep.
When we left in the 1970s,
I think the cameraman was asleep.
Per day of production. But we have kept boots on the ground.
God, I felt they were asleep for a second there.
And we now have a few $1 billion.
Is it important for crypto now or in the future? A bit of both, to be honest. It depends on what is necessary for them to go in. And I'm assuming that's going to be the price of oil.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ben Marshall, the America's CEO for Vitol. Alongside Trafigura, we're very thankful to have worked with the government and the Venezuelans to be able
Did
to
you
bring
just say
crude oil
Trafigura? Oh
to
my
market
God.
price as quickly as we can
I used to
to
work with.
help stabilize
I
the
used to.
country. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God! I used to dabble with Trafigura.
Thank you, Mr. President. Olivier Lepoche,
Not
CEO of
disclosed
SLB,
his
or
salary.
formerly known as Schlumberger, the
He would be
largest
probably earning the most.
oilfield services. We have been in Venezuela since 1930, and we still operate. We operate today on the ground with in support
If
of
they get,
Chevron. We have,
I've heard
ability
that
to
there's some
scale.
companies
We have,
already
1,100
there from one of
Venezuelan
the
company,
speakers. Yeah,
2,000
there was an American
additional
company there that got
data
stuck
colliers
there, unfortunately,
to go back to country
and
and to go back
they've
to
lost
work.
like
We're able to
$4
mobilize
billion
invest,
being
in the last,
being involved in
18
Venezuela.
months,
Funny enough.
2 weeks and deliver 50 wells with success. So we're here. We have knowledge of the subsurface like nobody else has. We have boots on the ground, capacity on the ground, $700 million of equipment value on the ground in Venezuela, ready to mobilize for all of our partners, customers. So we are ready to scale fast, and we really want to thank the administration, Secretary Wright, Secretary Bergen, for the effort they are supporting and giving us to be successful on behalf of the Venezuelan oil and gas industry. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, check this out. They say the very best for last. And I don't have that sexy accent like this guy next to me here. Mr. President, my name's Bill Armstrong of Armstrong Oil and Gas. I'm a private independent guy. And in real estate, you were a wildcatter. So wear that motto proudly. But like you, I was my own guy. I don't have shareholders. I don't have private equity partners, but I've been drilling all over the place. In fact, I had the largest discovery in Alaska, biggest discovery in 50 years in our country. I now control 8 million acres adjacent to Venezuela, so I'm already heavily invested in the area. We share 150 miles.
Do you know how much this guy's worth?
Venezuela in the countries of Aruba and Curacao, and we are ready to go to Venezuela. It is in real estate terms.
Do you know how much this guy talking is worth? Have a guess. Have a guess how much this guy's worth.
Like West Palm about 50 years ago. Yeah. Very ripe.
Yep, I agree with you. Thank
Guys,
you.
have a guess how much that guy was talking was worth.
So I think what we're going to do is speak without the press to these gentlemen, see what kind of a deal we can make. We're going to get them involved. I'm going to ask
4.7 million. Nope.
and Chris and
Nope,
some
not 10
of the
billion.
people that we have from the business standpoint representing our
He's
country
he's a private guy, right? It's a
start talking about the
private
confines
business.
of a deal. I
Private
have an idea
business.
what I think we should have.
400. Nah, that's nah.
We have to get them to invest, and then we have to get
He's
their
worth
money back as quickly as we
$47 billion.
can, and then we can divvy it all up between Venezuela,
That
the
guy
United
is
States, and them.
He's like, just a small guy, you know, have a few fields, do a few things. Small guy, you don't do much.
It's going to be a tremendous success. I think it's going to be
Only worth $47 billion.
few other things could ever be. You don't. There's so much. There's
God,
so
the oil
much.
game is a different level, man.
Venezuela's been.
If you ain't a billionaire, you're not in
by a
oil.
lot of people because they drill very little. I mean, as much as you hear they have, they drill very.
I didn't even put the point between my numbers.
But now that'll change, and it'll change very rapidly.
It's true.
It's easy
Yeah,
to
you
reach
accidentally
people,
pressed
and
the
it'll change very rapidly.
$47
So
billion.
If you don't mind, I'll ask the press to leave, and we will see what kind of a deal we're going to make with these geniuses.
Nothing.
And,
No deal.
I think you're going to come out very good. Thank you all.
There's
very
going to be
much.
no
Thank you. Thank you.
freaking deal. That's what's going to come out. Oh, that was amazing. Oh, my God. That was incredible. Truly, truly special. All right. I'm going to have a look at, let me turn this off and turn that on. Oh. There we go. Okay. Yep. There we go. All right. Okay, cool. What's Bitcoin up to? It's pretty much a nothing burger. It's barely moved. Yeah, it's gone up a little bit. Barely moved. All right. Let's see. I'm still saying that this market should go up. It should go up. But we're going into the weekend, and that's where I am. There's a lot of conflicting data in the market right now. This candle shouldn't have been this way, but I guess because of uncertainty, it is that way. So I'm assuming there could be some form of a reversal on that at some point. But we are getting total bouncing off that zone. we'll see. We'll see what happens. Reminds me of the show Until Kindergarten Class. It's so true. Look at these guys. Screw crypto. I need to get an oil business. Everyone needs to get an oil business. There isn't anyone that's in the oil business, right, or connected to the oil business that doesn't make multiple hundreds of millions of dollars. I used to think of this way. I used to know they've gone bankrupt now because they used to get from Bush back in the Bush days. They used to do security for oil fields and then they used to do oil security for oil fields in the Middle East, and at the same time, then they started doing security for the U.S. Army. This is how weird America is. He used to provide security for the U.S. Army when they were in Iraq and back in the day. It's mad, right? And the amount of money that they would pay him to just give security for these oil fields was millions of dollars, like millions of dollars. He didn't know what to do with his money, and then Bush got voted out, and he lost all of his contracts, and now he's like a realtor. I'm not joking. He sells houses now. It's a weird place. It's a weird world in America. I was like, didn't you save any? He goes, no, but I brought a bunch of houses and like stuff like that. All right, look, guys, absolute appreciation. Thank you all for being here. I'm gonna go and understand what's happening in this market, and then we will go from there. All right, you guys are incredible. Let's see what goes on. If you guys want to check out the pro group, go do so. If you guys want to have more of a conversation, go and join the Learn by Alres. It's just a free group. You guys can go and talk, chat, and ask everyone there will be very helpful and talk on that way. If not, let's see what happens. Have a good weekend. I'll be around if you guys want to chat. I may even do some X streams, so join me on there, and we can go from there. All right, appreciate it. Love, affection, all that kind of jazz, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Bye. All right, and the live. That live is ended, and you guys as well. Appreciate you all being here.